your children, your grandchildren. You're setting a precedent how valuable Torah is. There's a famous story with Hacham ben Sion Abba Shaul. For those of you who lived in Israel, who lived in Yerushalayim, there's usually one big snowstorm every 3 to 4 years. I lived in Yerushalayim. I remember in my second year, there was a huge snowstorm. The city was shut down for 3-4 days. So when Hacham ben Sion Abba Shaul was Rosh Yeshiva, there was a massive snowstorm. But he decided to go through with his class, with his shiur, and one person showed up to the class. 1, 2, or 3 people, but one person showed up to the shiur. And for 45 minutes to an hour, he's giving the shiur with such passion and such emotion, you would think there was hundreds of people in the room. So after the shiur, they asked Hacham ben Sion Abba Shaul, there was only 1 or 2 of us here. You didn't have to put so much passion and so much emotion. The room was empty. The room was 98% empty. Why'd you give the shiur as if you're giving it to an entire room full of people? And he said to them, I'm not giving the shiur just to you. This is Torah. Torah transcends generations. It transcends people. This is for your children and your grandchildren and all future generations. It's that we give a value to Torah. If we can tie in what's going on tonight with the weather for the last day and a half with the parasha, there's a famous question. How much did Esav sell the bowl of lentils for? Excuse me, how much did Esav, I just gave the answer. How much did Esav sell the bechorah? For a bowl of lentils. So Rav Chaim Shmuel Levitz asked, right on, okay, everyone's paying attention, very good. So Esav sells the bechorah, he sells the firstborn right for a bowl of lentils. So Rav Chaim Shmuel Levitz asked the obvious question. The firstborn right is something spiritual. Its value is spiritual. And you can't give a monetary value to something spiritual. And also in the laws of mekach umekach, in the laws of business, if you sell something for significantly over the price, it's considered that you cheated the person. If you sell something for significantly under the price, it's also considered like you cheated a person. So the sale is not a sale. So how exactly did this sale work? The Yaakov Avinu made a bowl of lentils. He got Esav to agree to sell the bechorah for a bowl of lentils, and the sale is a good sale. It's recorded until today. It's recorded in the Chumash. Just like the sale of Me'arat HaMachpelah to Avraham Avinu from Ephron was a good sale. How many real estate sales are recorded in the Torah? We said this last week. How many real estate sales are recorded in the Torah that's related to Eretz Yisrael? Me'arat HaMachpelah, Avraham from Ephron. David HaMelech bought from Ornan, if I remember his name correctly, he bought the Makom HaMikdash, and Yaakov Avinu bought the burial space of Yosef, he bought from the Bnei Shechem. Those 3 real estate sales are clearly recorded in the Torah. What other sale is recorded in the Torah? Yaakov Avinu buying the firstborn right from Esav. But like Rav Chaim Shmuel Levitz asked, it's not a good sale. You can't sell the firstborn right for a bowl of lentils. According to our own halacha, according to the Choshen Mishpat, it wouldn't be considered a good sale. So he answers the following. When it comes to spiritual matters, we know you can't put a value, you can't estimate when it comes to spiritual matters. However, a person can demonstrate to Shamayim, a person can demonstrate to God how much something is worth to him. If I'm in the middle of learning and then a business deal comes up, and I'm ready to interrupt my learning for a business deal of $10,000. So I demonstrate that my learning is worth up to $10,000. I won't interrupt it for $1,000. I won't interrupt it for $5,000. But whatever I'm ready to interrupt my learning for, that's the value. That's the message that I'm sending Shamayim. This is what my learning is worth. It's worth $10,000. It's worth $50,000. It's worth $100,000. Even though you can't put a price on spiritual matters, but Esav sent a message to Shamayim. You know what the firstborn right is worth to me? It's worth a bowl of lentils. He set the price. Because he set the price, that's why the sale is a good sale, because he set the price. We set the price. Yes, in Shamayim, you can't put a price on it, but we can put a price on spiritual matters, what it's worth to us. What does it take to miss a class? What does it take to miss a Tehillim group? What does it take to buy something with a good Hacham? What does it take to send our children to proper schools? We set the price on it, and then according to that price, that's Hashem follows, Shamayim follows. So Esav set the price, right? You say, look, the firstborn right is something spiritual. You can't put a price on it. Shamayim can't put a price on it, so to speak. But we can, and that's exactly what Esav did. He put a price on it. He demonstrated it's only worth a bowl of lentils, and that's exactly now, as a result of what he did in Shamayim, as far as Esav is concerned, then the firstborn right is only worth a bowl of lentils, and that's why the sale is a good sale. Let's go now. Let's jump in. That was the introduction. Let's jump into the class. One pasuk that caught my eye since Motzei Shabbat, actually, I've been researching this pasuk since Motzei Shabbat, is the third pasuk in the parasha. Pasuk says, "Vayetar Yitzchak laHashem lenochach ishto ki akara hi." What does it mean, Vayetar Yitzchak? Simply put, it means he prayed. But this is a very unusual lashon. It's a very unusual expression. It's actually the first time that we come across this expression in the Torah. We're going to come across it many more times throughout the Tanakh, but this is the first time when describing tefillah, when describing prayer, this is the first time we come across this word to describe prayer. Vayetar Yitzchak laHashem lenochach ishto. Rivka was barren. She couldn't conceive. She couldn't have children. Vayitzchak Yitzchak laHashem lenochach ishto. Yitzchak prayed to Hashem.